Girl doesn't give a fuck.
I like certain amounts of I don't give a fuck, but not that. That's
because she ruined everything she was wearing.
yeah. That's like you're dumb.
But it was like girls are like, oh my hair, like they worry about shit. She didn't give a fuck, right?
No, I mean in the elevator, her top fell off and her nipple was sticking out.
She was on something for sure, right?
I don't think she was. She was pretty coherent.
That's the thing is, like, I want to say, Bobby, you're crazy, but she was all there, you know?
Maybe she's manic depressive, and she was in a manic state.
She had one piece of spaghetti sauce starting from right here that went all the way down to her elbow, and she had like full fucking pasta noodles like on her toes and shit.
How old is she about?
Wait, was this before or after sex? And yeah, how old was she?
It was before sex.
Yeah, I mean, I did like, you know, fucking girls are like, oh, let's
And
hang
how
out.
old was she?
Yeah, about
25?
25, 26.
Wow, that's really weird.
Everything about this story is like so strange.
Keep going. Let's hear the rest of the story.
All right, so they're up in the loft, and all you could see, I'm with Harry Kim, also known as Guam Cruz. Like, where the fuck did Dave and that girl go? And he's like, look. And I'm like, and there's a gigantic mirror.
Wait. Bobby,
Okay.
can you do that again? Can you do that again?
Engineer on Juan, please isolate that noise right now. So basically, we were at this Sky Lofts at the MGM, which is like the nicest.
The Skyloft.
Yeah, you stayed there once,
Oh
right?
my god, I cried when we left.
I let Yoshi stay at the Sky. Basically, it's like a penthouse at the MGM.
Yeah.
It's better
It's
than
incredible.
It's like better than any of the rooms at any of the other casinos. I can't believe I'm doing a fucking commercial for them right now. Anyways, it's got one huge piece of glass. So like from upstairs, you could see everything happening downstairs.
But you can't see from downstairs.
No, but you could see a reflection.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the thing. I think it's a giant mirror. So
It's not a mirror, but
It wasn't? Okay.
So you saw Bobby, you saw the reflection of Dave fucking
what did you
spaghetti
see?
girl.
What did you
I
see?
saw, it was very disturbing, and that's why I was shocked like, that Harry was just enjoying it.
What did you see?
I saw Dave's arm, and he looked like a character from Dr. Seuss with the weird hair, and it was just flying like this.
I
saw.
headbang a lot during sex.
Yeah.
And I had like really long hair then, right?
Yeah.
So you just saw me.
And that's all
basically.
you saw?
That's all I saw.
So you saw me doing this, and you didn't even see. You just saw the girl's leg with the spaghetti.
I just saw you holding on to what I thought was a leg, and then your head was just bobbing violently. with your hair
I'm
flying.
like you. I'm sitting at the table going, "What the fuck is happening right now?" This girl is shoving spaghetti. She's
Right.
eating salad. She's eating she's eating salad with her hand. Oh, you know how I know for sure she ate fucking salad? Because the one fucking green leaf was on her tooth.
Wait, what nationality was she?
I don't want to give too much away
Yeah.
about her because she's probably listening, but she's half.
She was cool.
She was half white, half Asian.
So no excuse there
Yeah,
for
no-
eating with your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. so I'm sitting there like I'm watching like a animal at the zoo. Like
Yeah.
it's just none of it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
None of it. Like I'm like she doesn't seem drunk. There's no alcohol in her breath. She doesn't seem like, unless it's a drug I don't know about. She doesn't seem like she's on drugs, and it's just disturbing behavior. It's like she's shoving food in her mouth, and half of it is spilling all over her. So, and I go,
I don't get that at all.
I need to fuck this girl right away. I'm so turned on right now. I'm turned on.
They
and-
worked.
I'm turned on and confused. And so I go, hey, let's go upstairs. So we go upstairs, and she goes, no, I don't want you to think I'm like one of those girls. I go, shut the fuck up, bitch. I throw her down on the bed. She like goes, oh my God. And she like smiles at me. And there's a huge piece of lettuce on her teeth.
Oh my God, that's like my nightmare.
And it's like, I'm like, oh my God, this is fucking crazy. I'm like, I want to like knock that green thing off her tooth with my sperm. So then I rip her panties off and I start fucking her. And she's like, oh my God, I've waited so long for this. I love your Facebook messages. And we're just fucking. And I like Bobby said, I'm holding both of her legs like this. And I'm like fucking her like this. So my hair's going crazy. And as I'm fucking her, the spaghetti starts coming down my thumb. Like a piece of spaghetti starts like coming down my hand. And I'm like
a worm.
And I noticed it. And so I ate it.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is awesome.
Oh my God.
So I'm licking her fucking
Yeah.
calves and eating the spaghetti and fucking her. And the whole time these jackasses are downstairs watching it.
In the reflection.
You guys saw a reflection of me fucking.
Yeah. So I mean, I bring up this whole story, in that I didn't know how other people have sex other than when you watch it in porn, except in that one incident.
You were inspired?
I was traumatized.
Wait, so I don't understand. Why are you bringing this up?
That's the thing.
That's
like,
what motivated
if you never told me about how people do it, or if I never saw it, I just assumed that that's how people have sex. They're just kind of quiet.
Wait, but why would you assume that? Because you've seen porn, which is
Because
like the
I think
loudest sex ever.
that's all just like exaggerated sex.
Okay.
Oh, you think it's all acting?
Like you think just people like don't actually.
Okay, so
that makes
since
sense.
and so you said with all past lovers, you've never made noise. So now that it's an issue that's been brought up, have you noticed she gets wetter? Have you noticed she like likes it more when you
Oh,
talk?
she definitely likes it more.
She comes. Have you ever made a woman come?
Every one of them. You kidding me?
Woo!
At least I think so.
Can you coach him a little bit?
No, I mean every girl's different, but I love the talking.
But-
to me, talking is like that's
But-
so hot.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like so far, I got in. You got in your arsenal. Do you like it, baby? Like what else you got? Keep going.
That's it. There's
Keep
not
going.
too much. I went over everything.
Keep going. Or start it up again.
No.
All right, you be Carol. You be Carol. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, you like this, Carol? You like this fat Japanese dick in your pussy?
yeah, Bobby.
You want me to pull it out and put it in your ass?
No. No.
Oh, he likes the resisting too.
I'm gonna put this fat Jap dick in your ass.
Stop talking, Bobby.
You like Japanese food? You think my dick smells like soy sauce?
Soy sauce.
Keep going.
That's how it goes. She started laughing. I'm trying to portray.
Oh, really?
it as
Okay.
actually as
Let's not do
possible.
a comedy then. Let's go serious. Then.
A drama.
You like this, Bobby? You like this? Carol, I'm gonna front fuck you tonight. I know you're used to me laying on my back, but tonight I'm gonna front fuck you. You like this, Carol? You like this Jap dick in your pussy?
All right, enough with the foreplay. Dave,
What?
I spent 10 hours going through video footage. Are we going to settle
All right,
this
hold
or
on,
not?
hold on. Let me.
Jesus.
All right.
God.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, all these people out there that are like, "Hey, Dave, when's your next art show?" All this shit. It's 2010. The year is now 2013. Besides gambling, 2010 is the last time I legitimately made money through creating something. What the fuck have I been doing in the last 3 years? Obviously, I've been fucking girls with spaghetti on their legs. And is that where spaghetti strap dress comes from?
Oh, interesting.
But I've been doing charity shit. I've been doing altruistic shit. I've been doing fucking helping my family out, my friends, working on video, music. I work on a lot of vanity bullshit projects. This podcast costs money. Basically, for the last 3 years, because I'm in the rare position of I don't have to work for the rest of my life. If I ever have kids, they don't have to work. I don't have to work. I work because I enjoy working. People who don't work, they die early, and they're like pathetic people. I enjoy working. That's my favorite thing to do. The difference between how I worked before and the way I work now is I do everything I want because I want to do it. It doesn't have to make any money. I'm not like once money gets into things, it changes the dynamics of stuff.
It's not fun, right?
It can be, but it just changed. Like if you go to the park, like if you go to the club because you want to go dance, then you go because it's fun. But if you're like on hosting duties and you have to go and you have to like meet, like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
anytime
There's like
you,
no shot of it being fun.
yeah, anytime you have to do something,
It's not fun.
it takes the fun out of it. So basically, to answer anyone's question of what the fuck I've been doing for the last 3 years, I've been having fun. You know, I've been doing shit. Nothing, not a goddamn thing I've done in the last 3 years has made it's made 0.0 money or negative money. I've made no fucking money in the last 3 years, aside from gambling. But I'm not gonna.
Do you
count.
regret it?
No, I don't regret it. This is like what the fuck you're supposed to do, you know? But at the same time, at this rate, maybe I will have to fucking get a job, you know? So I've been working on a lot of shit, this and that, whatever. So anyways, I'm gearing up to start new businesses, new things I want to get into. And of course, when I'm in my position, there's not a lot of people in my position, so I get a lot of input constantly on what the fuck I should do with my money. And to those people, I just say, you know, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do what I'm gonna do.
Buy a football team.
Thinking about it. By the way, go Raiders. Anyways, we are with you know, because I have a driver now, I spend a lot of time with Critter.
Right.
Critter is the snack master. Okay?
Okay.
I mean, this guy likes gummy bears. This guy, what's your favorite snack?
Gummy bears.
What kind? What br-
Haribo.
He loves the Haribo
yeah.
gummy bears.
People who like gummy candy all love Haribo.
We spend a lot of time talking about snacks.
Yeah.
I love snacks.
What's your favorite one?
The red one.
Have you had the strawberry and cream one?
No.
It's like super rare but delicious. Okay, anyways.
My favorite gummy thing that they never make, that's never been made again, is the gummy like ropes, the strips, but sour gummy peach. They never make peach. They made it. I can't find it anymore. What's your favorite snack? What's your shit?
I like pizza. I'm not really a snack person, to be honest.
Have you had these chips before?
No,
Or
I
Cartel?
haven't.
Okay, so we broadcast from downtown LA, and
Okay.
there's the Japanese. What's that mall down the street called? I don't know. Whatever. The Japanese mall down the street got bought by Koreans, so now they sell Korean shit. So
Those look good.
this is a giant bag of potato chip or
They do look
chips.
good.
When the bag is opened, the chips fucking disappear. Okay? Now, before I get into the chips, let me just talk about the whole thing of not working.
I'm so curious, like, where is this all going?
it's
Like, this is such
all-
a long setup.
all questions
And-
will be answered.
Okay.
So my career in general
Yeah.
is just me. I'm an artist. I go to the studio, like, say like an actor like John Cusack wants to like make a movie. He has to find a director, or he has to direct it. He has to go. I had this conversation with Francis Ford Coppola in Minneapolis, where he had a thing once where he's like, "You're an artist. You want to paint something? You just go downstairs and you start painting. If I want to make a movie, I got to sit in a room with all these people and raise
Get
money."
the funding, right?
So for
Wait, hold on. Did you say you actually talked to the guy?
yeah, I talked to him. He did a lecture at the Minneapolis or Minnesota museum where it was like $20, standing room only, sold out.
Yeah.
And then the next day I did a lecture that was free and there was 10 people there. But basically, so I got to hang out with them. That was
Wow, that's awesome.
my perk. But basically, I've never needed a Critter or a Bobby, or I've done everything on my own. I've never needed help. Because of all the shit I'm into now, I need more help these days. And of course, I would like to do more shit on my own. But so I started hiring people. And because of my nature, I don't trust people. I don't trust anybody. Like, people turn on you. So last year was the first year that I hired, or 2 years ago, I started hiring my family and my friends. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe they're not the most qualified for this job, but at least I could trust them to not like fuck with
you
my
over.
shit. But I could at least trust them to never do the work on time. You know, that's the only thing I could trust. So last year was the first year where I was like, you know, and people tell you, never hire your friends, never
Right.
hire your family. And then I learned why. Because it's like the second money gets involved, the dynamic switches, right?
Right.
Now, hey,
Now you're their boss.
Hey, I'm just hanging out with Harry. Hey, we're having a good time. And I was like, hey, Harry, why don't you finish editing The Korean's Gone Bad? Yeah, I'll do it whenever I go. Actually, motherfucker, you work for me. Go do it. You know?
Right.
No, I don't work for you. And then we get in a fight, whatever.
Right.
So, I don't trust people. So I don't. But then I'm like, by necessity, I need it now. So this is the year that I've hired the most amount of people. I got Bobby, Critter, Tatiana, my assistant, Matt, my manager. I have 5 people working. That's the most. It's the most responsibility I've had in a long time. And on top of that, I have 5 people working for me. I have a humongous warehouse where I make shit that makes 0 money or negative money. I go down to this Japanese market, okay, and I get these chips, and it's actually.
They're lasagna flavored.
This isn't the right flavor. It's It's a company called Orion, and they make a chip called Ocarto. I've never seen them before. The packaging is gay. It's a chip I would never eat, but my friend goes, go check these chips out. And, you know, there's certain snack people, if you get a recommendation from them, you go
take
eat
it,
them.
yeah.
My friend was like, go get Late Night Snack by Ben & Jerry's Jimmy Fallon flavor. I'm like, I don't like ice cream. I don't really want that. That shit was like, I ate 3 tubs of it in 2 days. It's fucking chocolate, potato chip covered with chocolate.
That sounds delicious. Sweet and salty is my favorite.
It was so sweet and
like
salty.
Chubby Hubby.
So this same person says, go get these Ocartos, and this isn't the right flavor. It's like, it was spicy chili flavor.
Okay.
The bag did not make it out of the fucking parking lot. Okay? The bag didn't make, this is a big bag of chips. It's not like a little Lay's, it's a giant bag of chips. It's like the first time I had Pinkberry or something.
Right.
I stop in the parking lot. I haven't got to the gate yet. I make a U-turn in the parking lot. I go back and I buy 10 more bags of chips. The next day, we had Skrillex come by. I'm doing some shit with that guy. He's awesome. His whole crew eats them up. The bags are gone. I'm like, I just bought those. I need more bags of this. I have Rody, my friend, eat them. Basically, these bags don't stick around. They're gone. The only reason why this one's here is because it's not the right flavor. The Italian gratin flavor is like, it's still good. It's not the best one.
Okay.
I go, I can't even put into words how amazing this snack is.
Okay.
Because I'll eat them and I'll leave it right here.
I like kind of don't even believe you. I can't even imagine a snack
Wait till
being
like
that
crack.
good.
Wait till so I'm sitting there and I go back to work and I see this fucking packaging. I see the chips. I go, I can't believe something so delicious has been created. The texture, the subtle flavors, it's fucking unbelievable.
Okay.
It's unfucking believable, right? Like I'm like I can't, but no one's heard of it. No one's heard of Ocarto.
Yeah.
Good promotion.
I say Rody. I say Rody, eat these chips. He eats the chips. They disappear. They're gone.
Okay.
And Rody, along with Critter, I put in this category of the highest snack judges.
Okay.
They eat so many fucking snacks. We sit down, I go, tell me you haven't had something that tastes better than that. Chip-wise.
Yeah.
Tell me a chip, American, Japanese, any country, that doesn't taste better than this chip.
Okay.
He goes, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. I go, that's what I'm saying. Hot Cheetos, Takis, any of this shit. I go, it's the perfect fucking chip. The texture, everything.
I want to try it now.
Okay, well, I'll get you a bag after this. So I'm sitting there, and I tell my manager, I've never heard of this chip company. I'm gonna buy them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy this chip company. I'm gonna buy them. I'm gonna fucking.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah, I'm being dead serious. I go, I'm gonna buy this company or do something with them. I'm gonna bring it to America. I'm gonna repackage it or something. I'm gonna finally do something that makes money again. Now, Rody, he works with me on a bunch of animation, this and that, and he's doing his first trip to Japan.
Okay.
And I never ask him for anything.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes, Dave, I'm going to Japan. He knows I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to go into Japan because I went to jail there and I'm not allowed back in. So it's always a sad thing when I have friends going to Japan.
And you tried to go back and they wouldn't let you.
Yeah, I tried a few times and I tried 5 attempts and they still haven't let me in. So he goes, Dave, I'm going to Japan. You want anything? I go, I want 2 things. Number 1, I want the most ridiculous iPhone case you can find. And he found me that. He found me an iPhone case that was bacon and eggs. Like it looks like actual bacon and eggs. I'll show you. It's upstairs.
Okay.
And then he goes, what else? I go, before I invest in this chip company, because they have chips in Japan that I don't have, you need to fucking find me. And the thing was, he was only going to be there for 4 days. I go, you need to find me, if it exists, a chip better than this chip. And he took it as seriously as anyone could. Like, I can't even stress to you how fucking important we take our snacks, right? And keep in mind again, I haven't invested in shit that made any money. So he's there for a business trip, but he goes and he scours the entire country for the best chips.
Okay.
So he tasted hundreds of chips.
And Japan has really good snacks.
The best. So he says he's like gleaming. He can't believe how much fucking Like to get a job like this is like it's awesome for him and
Right.
for me. We're like little girls. We get super excited.
Right.
So he brings back these chips and he goes, Dave, don't think I just went into one supermarket. These are all from like this district of Tokyo, this like in the countryside, like, and he brings back 7 bags of chips and he's like, he's so excited for me to taste them. And I go, okay, cool. So I lay them down on my desk and you know, for me, I'm not going to eat 7 bags of chips. I'm going to taste one, go home, dream about it, think about it, give him a full report the next day and then eat the next one.
Right.
So I have the first bag. It's a good chip. It's a delicious chip.
What's it called?
I don't remember.
Okay.
It wasn't even in the running. But it
Okay.
was a tasty chip.
Okay.
And I was
Did
like,
he bring you back the one in the cup? Because
no.
it kind of looks like this.
No, it wasn't in the cup, but I know what you're talking
Okay.
about. So then I lay the chips out under my desk and I come back the next day and he's there early like, Dave, because the chips are gone now. He's like, how were they? And I go, what are you talking about? He goes, the chips are gone. And I go, well, I didn't eat them. And I go, this is fucking crazy. Like, then I go, okay, whatever. Someone ate my chips. Big deal. Like, I try to, this is totally
It's not that crazy.
a first world,
problem.
like who gives a shit?
Yeah.
So I try to convince myself who gives a shit.
Right.
Now, the people who have access to who would potentially be able to eat these chips is sitting in this room right now. It's Bobby, Yoshi, Critter, you, Juan, Alex, my manager. There's 8 people that could eat
Okay.
these chips. And I go, you know what? Fuck it, I don't give a shit. And I start working. And I go, no, actually, I do give a shit because it comes back to everything of what I just talked about.
Right.
I have
It's a trust
I have
issue.
every fucking thing. I have my diary from when I was 8 years old in here. Like, for the ongoing joke of the people that think Yoshi's not actually my janitor, he is my janitor. I was working on my computer the other day, and he comes upstairs because now, like the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark when they archive the Ark and all the things, I have millions of boxes filled with shit. I don't know what's in them. So Yoshi's arranging that for me, and he comes upstairs and he throws a wig and crusty yellow panties on my desk. He goes, I found these in a box. I don't know if they mean something to you. And because I have a huge collection of panties, I would think I wouldn't remember, but it was my first girlfriend's panties. And yeah. So I'm like,
And
whoa.
he scratched and sniffed them.
Sweet.
So I kept them and I was like, oh, wow. So
Wait, but you kept them?
I kept them and I remember what they looked
That's like so hoarderish.
Oh, it's horrible. And the wig was when I used to like do a bunch of like illegal shit, and I didn't want to be caught on camera. I used to wear that wig. It was my favorite wig.
And you kept that too.
It made me look when you look like a man and a woman,
Journey?
Androgynous?
androgynous. It made me look androgynous. I didn't have any facial hair back then. So I'm like, it couldn't be. Well, first of all, I mass texted everyone.
Okay.
I was like, who touched the shit on my desk?
Right.
Yoshi says no. Critter says no. Bobby says no. Basically, everyone goes, I didn't touch your shit. I go, okay, cool, whatever. I go, they must have been. And then I could see the real disappointment in Rhodey's face. He's like sitting there. He works right across from me, and he's like, it wasn't you, Dave? And I have my memory issues. So I go, the reason why I forget shit all the time, but the reason why I don't forget certain things is because if it's associated with an experience. Like if I eat something and I taste it, then I don't forget that. If you tell me like this is do this and this, then I might forget it.
Right.
If I ate 8 fucking chip bags that are in competition with this chip, then I'd remember it.
Yeah.
And so, like you said, not a big deal, but there's someone in my camp that
Yeah,
I can't
it's
trust.
a trust issue.
I fucking cannot. I can't think. I'm like, someone is lying to me. And so the plot thickens. So I'm like, it has to be Bobby. It has to be Bobby.
Really?
He eats my shit all the time.
Okay.
He just comes in and starts opening shit and eating it. And then I get into this, and Bobby handles the most important shit for me. Like day-to-day shit that like taxes, all like I'm like, if I can't trust this guy, And it doesn't even fucking matter. Just tell me you ate the chips and then it'll be done, you know? Mm-hmm. And then he starts fucking with me because Bobby likes to fuck with me. So I'm like, I can't tell if he's being serious. I can't tell if he's being funny. And then this guy, Critters, of course he ate the chips because he loves snacks. But then he's like, I don't like your weird Oriental snacks. And I'm like, he disappeared. Critters with me every day.
Right.
He had a rugby thing to go to in Vegas. He disappears for the weekend. Guess what else disappears? The chips. He comes back from...
Wait, but the question you asked that you mass texted was
who touched my shit? And everyone said nobody. And then I said, who ate my chips? And
Okay.
everyone said nobody.
Oh, okay. So they specifically lied about that too.
So then Critter leaves to Vegas. The chips disappear.
Okay.
Critter comes back from Vegas. Guess what? There's all these new chips on my desk. Not the chips from Japan, but
Like
some,
replacement
like
chips?
like guilt chips. Like, I'm sorry, I ate your
Ones
chips.
I found in Vegas.
Oh, so it was you.
He wants it to be him. He's been trying to get fired from the day we started. I say Yoshi, and of course everyone thinks it's Yoshi because he's the janitor. He's here more than anybody. I say, Yoshi, did you touch shit on my desk? He's like, no. I go, did you eat my chips? He says, Yoshi didn't. Now, you tell me what the fuck I should do, because you're the one for sure it can't be you, because you haven't been here at all.
No. So it's not Critter?
Who? First of all, I'll just say I know who ate the chips.
It's Critter.
With like everyone is not everyone. A lot of people seem to think it's Yoshi, but I'm like,
Wait, you know?
I know who did it.
Does the person who didn't know that you know?
No, they don't know. It cost a lot of money to find out, but I know who did it now.
How did you find out?
Well, that's what he's getting all excited about. Bobby is, but basically,
Wait, that's very interesting. This is like a modern day
you
mystery.
remember when we had this fucking chips conspiracy has eaten at me for.
And it's one of the 8?
It has to be. It
Well,
has
you
to
know,
be.
right?
For sure.
I think it's the landlord.
So I'm like, Yoshi goes, it wasn't me. I go, it has to be Yoshi. Then I think,
I don't think it's Yoshi. I think Yoshi would tell you.
exactly. He gave me the fucking panties from my first girlfriend from Korea.
No, and not only that, if there's one thing Yoshi isn't,
Is a liar.
is lie. Yeah, Yoshi.
We had the
so honest.
we had the conversation of like, why couldn't you have a girlfriend? That was the comedian, and he said because I have to tell her she sucks, and I was like, you couldn't lie to
Yeah.
her, and he's like, no, I have to tell her she's horrible.
Yeah.
We had a bathroom when we had Koreans Gone Bad, our other podcast, which was only 20 episodes. That was upstairs from this room.
Right.
There's a bathroom in the room, so a lot of times people take shits during the podcast. The toilet flooded at a time where it could have only been Yoshi, or so I thought, and so we got into like a fight for 3 episodes where I'm screaming at this guy, and
Thinking
he's like,
he-
"Why are you even asking me if it's me?" It's like the guy doesn't lie, so if he
Yeah.
did it, it would have been him. Someone ate my fucking chips, right? And I'm like,
Right.
maybe they're misplaced, whatever.
That's what I think.
He's the janitor, right?
Right.
There's trash cans out. So Rhodey,
Do you have cameras up?
Rhodey is so bummed out
Okay.
that we go through the trash up here.
Yeah.
It's not in all the office. There's 2 sections to my warehouse: the warehouse part and the office parts. This is disgusting. With our fucking hands, we go through all the trash bins in the office.
It's not in
No
any of them.
wrappers.
Okay.
We go to the giant trash cans out by the warehouse where all the shit gets thrown out, the
Yeah.
dumpster. Disgusting. Like Pepsi mixed with
and
cigarette.
this is like downtown
And I'd barfed
LA.
in one.
Cigarette
Gross.
ash.
You went to Jerry's Dumper?
No, the trash cans right here.
To the side of the building.
Right. We go through it. We find all the wrappers of every fucking chip bag that's missing, and they're eaten. Whoever, and this is why it has to be Yoshi, because or
What?
it's leaning towards Yoshi because he's here working late at night, and he. You want to hear my theory?
Wait, hold on. And they were all eaten?
The bags had no. He licked the bags. The crumbs were gone. He's the janitor. He didn't want the bags to be found. They're at the fucking very bottom of the dumpster. Like I dug through fucking cigarette ash and fucking cum to get to that. I probably touched his fucking cum tissue.
I still don't think it's Yoshi.
Yoshi is my janitor who likes to work at 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Nobody's here. Even
Yeah.
one night he said, "Let's go eat, Dave." I said, "I can't. I'm too tired." I left. Yoshi, like me, is not allowed into Japan. If he goes to Japan, there's a chance he'll.
No, I could go.
He could go, but he might.
I can't get out.
He might not get. Which is the same thing as you.
That's so
You're
the
not gonna
plot
go.
thickens.
And why the fuck would you want to go anyways? Like
Yeah.
that core is still melting.
Yeah.
Like like
Yeah.
it's like there's gonna
And
be
believe me, I know Japanese snacks. It's like
this.
you miss it.
This is exactly what happened. I don't even need Bobby's evidence. You ready to hear this shit? Mm-hmm. Yoshi is cleaning the warehouse. He's vacuuming the warehouse. He's vacuuming the studio. For those of you who don't know, Yoshi is a Korean born in Japan. Okay? He's a little boy growing up in Japan.
Right.
He doesn't speak Korean. He's Japanese.
Yeah.
Yoshi acts Japanese. He's cleaning my desk, which I love the way Yoshi cleans because he's such a clean guy. He cleans everything. But I told him many times, don't touch the shit on my desk. But he does. He like straightens the books. He like straightens all my pencils. It looks very clean, but I don't want that to be touched.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I told you, don't touch my shit.
We never had this conversation.
I say that's like the number one thing I just scream out all the time. Who touched my shit? Don't touch my shit. All right.
Okay.
Anyways, Yoshi's cleaning my desk area. He sees chips he hasn't seen since he was 8 years old. Okay?
Right.
These are not chips you can
Right.
buy in America.
Right.
Because I don't know about you, but I love to eat. I've talked about how much I love to eat.
Right.
I can kill a bag of Doritos,
Right.
but then I can't eat another one. I can't eat like a giant bag of salt and vinegar chips
Right.
and then eat Cool Ranch.
Right.
I feel sick. He saw the bags of chips that he ate when he was a kid,
Right.
lost his fucking mind, and devoured 5 bags of chips till he was licking the bag. Like, and then in that gross gluttonous, like, oh my God, what did I just do? Because he's the janitor,
Right.
put the shit at the bottom of the trash can, threw it out, and is like, Dave will never find these. Dave has so much shit he'll never notice.
But you don't think he would just tell you?
Yoshi, did you eat the chips?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
Why did you lie about it?
I didn't. I said Yoshi didn't as a joke because when I got the text because I told
Yoshi, you made me all sweaty here.
Yeah,
thinking I
I
was
can't
gonna
believe
get
you just
blamed.
sat here through this whole story and didn't even flinch.
No, because when I received a text from him, did I eat the chips or whatever, and it was like an hour after he was kind of looking for it. Joey and Sam Klein. Well, I shouldn't.
2 people.
To say, oh, as a joke, he knows, so he goes, just say Yoshi didn't. That was my response. I didn't say no as a joke because I just figured he already knew about it. I didn't know he did all this research. I just figured he already knew. He was just asking me a rhetorical question.
Here's the text. Did you see where my Japanese chips by my computer went?
Right.
Under the table? I just picked up the trash nearby.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lie.
First lie. Not there. Okay, I'll keep looking.
Oh, you're so fucked up, Yoshi. You let him keep looking.
Did you eat the chips? Yoshi didn't.
Oh, but he did a little emoticon with the tongue sticking out.
Now
That's
Yoshi's in this text right here lied to me twice. Made me have
I'd say he lied to you
He's
once.
smiling right now
Yeah.
because it forced me to have uncomfortable conversations there's a girl that just started working for me. Sweet girl. She cooks me breakfast every morning. I had to accuse her.
Right.
Like she just started working
Yeah.
for me and I have to be like
Confront her.
I don't fucking know you.
I haven't
Yeah.
had snacks in 2 days because of this.
I'm like, I don't fucking know you. You're a sweet girl, but none of my friends said it, so it has to be you. And she's like, I don't want to work for this guy. You're fucking crazy. This motherfucker's fucking with me. And so what does this do? It brings an air. First of all, I didn't get any work done in this whole time.
Right.
I didn't get to eat the chips. It brings an air of mistrust around all my friends. So the reason why we know it was Yoshi is because we installed cameras. That cost thousands of dollars. We know that what happened.
Wait, but how do you know if you
How I-
installed cameras after the fact?
Because
I have evidence.
The chips were gone. Bobby has evidence. The chips were gone. And then the I'm sorry chips, the piece of horrible shit chips, the fucking worst chips I ever tasted in my life.
What were they, like Lay's?
No, they were Japanese chips. Like,
Yeah.
did you think I wouldn't notice?
No, Joey said you noticed for sure.
So Joey's behind this.
We were just joking. We just assumed that you already knew, so we were just joking.
No, I didn't
Yeah.
know. Did you know any of this shit was happening?
No.
Obviously, he didn't know. He's texting you that he'll keep looking. Like, oh.
I spent 4 hours going through the video.
We went through the video
Yeah.
and we saw which cars came.
Yeah.
Like whoever we know the time
Yeah.
between the new chips showing
Yeah.
up. Whoever brought the new chips is guilty.
Yeah.
Right.
And so
And you saw Yoshi bringing in the new chips.
Yeah.
what did you find? Yeah.
I have all like the video clips. You guys want to see it?
Sure.
All right, hold on.
No, we don't.
But
we
is
don't-
this gonna be
no,
boring
well,
to
yeah,
put
we
on a
don't. We don't need to
podcast?
watch. We know whatever. We know the thing. Why did you eat my
Yoshi,
chips?
what do you have to say for yourself?
Why did you eat my chips?
Why?
Yeah.
They were just there.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have ate them too.
Why? Because you're Japanese.
I just wouldn't have thought it was a big deal.
Did you not think it was a big deal?
No, not at all.
Like, obviously, hearing the backstory that, you know, Rhodey
Wha-
actually brought these back
no.
from Japan, went on a hunt. Of
Yeah.
course, it's a big deal.
Forget the backstory.
Yeah.
Why would I ever have to explain the backstory? Like if you had something that, like, first of all, there's a bag full of Japanese shit, so it's obvious it came from Japan.
Right.
It was a
Right.
gift. Each one of those bags of chips was from another employee at the Japanese company I work with. They were like, "This is our favorite chip. Make sure Dave gets this." Forget that. It's just mine on my desk. It's my property. Why the fuck should I have to worry about my employees touching my shit? You know?
I mean, when you put it like that, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But I was under the impression
This is what
that
I'm
this
saying
was
about the
like-
thing of friends and like if Yoshi's not my friend and he's like some Mexican dude I hired to clean this shit up, he's fired. I don't even have to
Well,
think
he
about
wouldn't
it.
have ate your chips if he wasn't your friend. If a random dude were working for you, there's no way he would have ate your chips because that's
I
That's
lost a week of work. He lied to me. It brought
you
it
kinda
brought
should've
it brought a
should've
stage.
spoken up sooner.
And I know it's funny to you, and it's probably
Yeah.
funny to everyone listening. Yeah, fucking Dave Cho and his stupid chip conspiracy, whatever. Like, I just wanted, like, I'm sitting there going, why would he bring me my girlfriend's panties and like you know, I had a box of like
Yeah.
fake Rolexes that I bought in Vietnam that I was gonna give as presents. Like he could have stole that. I would have never ever known. You know, I have my most personal shit from like women's panties to like diary entries.
well. Do you distrust Yoshi now because of this?
You read the text. He lied.
Yeah, but I
You're the
don't-
judge. You be the judge.
Okay, honestly, I wouldn't take that as a sign that Yoshi's.
I spent
untrustable.
days. I dug through a dumpster
Untrustworthy.
looking for who ate the chips.
Yeah, but he didn't know that. He didn't know you were going through the dumpster. I mean, if I came around and saw 7 bags of chips on your table, and I was cleaning here late at night by myself, and also I'm Japanese, you know, these familiar chips.
And the
just like this, like this
And-
sitting right here. I would have ate it, and then if you asked me, like I don't think I would have thought that seriously
the
about it. I
chips.
think I would.
The chips aren't in the kitchen. They're not in the kitchen. They're at my desk.
Yeah.
You don't fucking know what I do here. Do you know what I do for work?
No.
Yeah, I do a million things. So like, why would you think? And it wasn't in. It was in a bag with other shit, like my weird.
But I have to say, Dave, you were kind of teasing me, saying like, Brody said something. He brought something for you, and you go like, "You can't have any of it." And then a few seconds later, okay, you can have one. So you did say that. So I thought
There's more to this story.
I didn't think it was a big deal.
Wait,
And
you were there when Rhodey gave me the chips?
You guys were kind of talking about it, but
So you were fucking there and you saw him give me the things.
No. You said he brought stuff from Japan, whatever, and you were kind of teasing. Haha, he brought me all this stuff, none of it for you, or something like you were kind of mocking.
Okay, but
okay,
mocking whatever.
Okay,
you
then
heard
he-
the part where he brought something for me. He brought something back from
You were
Japan.
meant- you were
he
talking-
brought something back from a country where I'm not fucking allowed
Right.
for me.
Right.
And I fucked with you. But for you're there, it was a gift for me.
Yeah, and then and a few seconds later, he said, haha, you could have one. So
Well, you obviously didn't have one. You had all of them.
yeah, a lot of it, yeah.
all of it. Wait, but why did you eat them all?
I think I ate 2 or 3 bags.
You definitely ate more than 3 bags.
I don't know about that.
Oh, and here's the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
I found one of the bags. I found all of them now. I found one of the bags and I hid it up here because I was gonna fucking to Yoshi
Yeah,
today,
yeah.
and it was gone again. So you saw the bag and you threw it away for the second time.
I didn't do that.
So nobody cleans up here. So who was it?
Today,
like yesterday or whenever you vacuumed.
Oh, okay. Then I cleaned it.
You're the judge. I mean,
I don't think.
do you know how uncomfortable this week? Look at this fucking guy. Look at Bobby. I had to have the weirdest fucking talk.
No,
with him.
I understand. I mean, it's
Everyone fucking texted me back. They didn't eat my chips. So I have to question everybody.
I would be upset if I were you too, especially because of the backstory, though. But I also don't think that Yoshi had.
He ate all of them. He didn't eat one. He didn't open a bag.
No,
look. If he heard the part where Rhodey brought him for me. Oh, this Dave's friend who never asked him for anything brought something back for him. It's like someone.
I don't think he thought that.
Okay.
I don't know that part.
Yeah, you weren't thinking. That's what I'm saying. Someone gives you a present, and then you're at a birthday party and someone gives you a present.
Yeah.
Like you could have some of this or whatever.
Yeah.
You open the bag. You eat a couple.
Yeah.
You didn't save a fucking crumb for me.
Yeah.
There wasn't even one chip left in the bag. I couldn't even taste whatever.
Right.
Did it taste good? Of course they did,
course
because you ate all of them. Of course they tasted good,
Right.
because they were the best chips
Right.
from the best fucking taste testers
Right.
from Japan for me.
Right.
You're fired. I got to fire him.
No, I don't think it's fire worthy.
It's
He
so
didn't think it
it's so smug and cocky. Like, yeah, ha ha ha. Like, you everything is like, yeah, I don't give a shit. It's such like I'm gonna shit on like. You don't touch.
I don't think he had those ill intentions.
Yoshi, who gives a shit if I never said to you, don't touch shit on my desk? You're not supposed to eat shit that's on your boss's desk. You don't know what the fuck. Maybe someone, whatever, like, there's a thing of C's candy.
Yeah.
Or in the same way where I don't fucking understand why we live in an age where you don't have to call anyone, right? Mm-hmm. I'm up at the same hours this guy is. Mm-hmm. Dave, I'm really hungry. Can I eat those chips? Yeah, you could have some. Don't open them.
I just don't think he thought it was a big deal. I wouldn't think it was a big deal. Honestly, like, if I saw these chips right here, right now, like, and I was hungry, I would probably eat them. And I don't think I would text you.
And then I come back tomorrow.
And then I would just assume I would think I'll just replace them.
And then I come back tomorrow. Bobby, Critter, Yoshi, Asa, who ate those chips that was in front of my mic? No. You don't know.
I would probably admit to it, but he said Yoshi didn't.
No, the first one said, I don't know where they are.
Yeah, that's true. He even suggested they might be under the table. Like a totally false suggestion.
I don't
think it's fire worthy. I really don't. I don't think his intentions were bad. I think
he's laughing right now. This is all. This is funny to you right now. This is funny to you right now, and I could also understand how it's funny to everyone else listening to me.
Yes,
but also understand.
I didn't find it funny at all.
The shit I had to have with this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I accused Critter. I'm like, Critter, just tell me you ate the chips. I'm like, Yoshi doesn't lie to me. He didn't eat the chips. And it's like, I fought like on Koreans Got Bad. I think episode 10 is where we fought for like 2 hours on the same conversation of. But that time,
wait. So did he flood the toilet?
He goes, David, why would I lie to you? Why would I? If I did it, I would have.
They thought I took a shit in it. I took a hot bath because my back's been hurting. But I was in the bathroom for a long time taking a hot shower. So I heard that I shit it and it flooded. And I told him like I took a hot bath. But
who flooded it then?
They've been having problem with that toilet. They even had a problem there. What?
Forget it.
Okay.
Forget it. You decide what happens. You're me now.
Right.
You're me.
Right.
Think of everything, this long fucking story I just told.
Right.
Of my life and what goes on in here.
Right.
Of me trusting people. Of me hiring my friends.
Right.
Of all this shit.
I mean, if
Yoshi started working for me.
Yeah.
And because he has crazy hours, he doesn't show up and clean in the morning. He cleans at 4 a.m. And it interrupts my painting schedule. And I said one thing. I said, text me. Just how hard is it? How hard is it to send a mass text out to the people who work here? I'm coming in right now to clean. Then the answer is boom, no or yes, or no response, then don't come.
Yeah.
What happens? For a week, he just shows up whenever he wants.
Well, if you're gonna fire him because of that, go ahead and fire him because of that. But I don't think this chip incident is fire worthy at all.
Yoshi, now that you've heard where I'm coming from and what my week's been like because of you, what do you think I should do?
Well, I mean, if you feel that strongly, then
no, don't say if. You heard what I had to say.
Right.
What You're me now. You're Dave Cho working on your shit.
Right.
You're like, I got chips imported in from Japan. A
Right.
fucking country I'm not allowed into.
Right.
I can't even fucking go there.
Right.
And he's a sensitive artist. Obviously.
Don't sit here and go, if you feel, you know how I feel now.
Okay.
Now you be me.
Right.
And what do you say?
I mean,
Are you even sorry? Are you even sorry at all? Because I don't get that at all.
Of course I was sorry, and I didn't know it was such a big deal. But when you first text me, I was talking to my roommates, and they thought it would be funny to create drama or whatever for the show or whatever. And I've been into a Vegas hotel room with you with hundreds of thousands of dollars. I would never touch that. You know I would never do that. But I thought
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would still trust Yoshi.
But I
after
thought
this.
the whole cheap scandal, whatever, they thought it was funny, and I was going to tell you, but my roommate said it would be funny if you just.
So now you're being the guy that's blaming someone else.
No.
In the end, you ate the chips. They didn't eat the chips.
I'm not
and you're the one that lied.
I thought
You're a liar and a thief. You lied to me and you ate something that wasn't yours.
Yeah,
That's what I have to take into consideration.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Well, I wouldn't call him a thief.
he took something that didn't belong to him.
Yeah, but he didn't think that it was like an irreplaceable like.
It's not. Those chips. One day if President Obama writes me a letter and I get
Right.
back into Japan, a fucking country that Paul McCartney can't.
Or you
even,
can get them on eBay. Not that I'm
Why
not trying to
the
justify.
fuck would I go out of my way to do that again after
I thought when you said like when you're kind of mocking me because nobody brought me anything, like you could have one. So I thought it didn't seem that such a big deal when I did it, but when you text me,
You did know that they were a gift from Rody to me.
Oh yes, that I know.
So you know that they're so.
But I didn't know you were doing this business plan. That's like I didn't know that.
Who gives a shit?
Okay,
You know
all
that
right.
they were a gift from another person to me,
Right.
from a country that I can't go into,
Right,
from something that I cannot purchase here.
right. And you were very casual about it. About you could have one.
How many meals have I bought for you in the time that I've known you? How much money have I loaned you? How many things have I done for you?
But that's
lot.
irrelevant.
It's irrelevant to this.
Yeah, that's irrelevant to this.
He just said he knows that they were a gift for me, and yet he's still gonna shit on that.
Yeah, but they're
Do you know?
they're chips.
You
Like,
know-
anyone would think that's not that.
Obviously,
important.
they were not.
I'm not taking
Elsa,
his side,
Elsa,
but I can see how
Elsa.
he would think this is not a big
Obviously,
deal
they
at
were
all.
not just chips because he ate 4 fucking bags of them. If they were just chips, he would have ate half a bag and went and take a shit. They were fucking delicious chips, and so he devoured. He devoured the bags, and then he fucking knew he was guilty, put them at the very bottom of the dumpster that I had to fucking go dig them out. So obviously, they were not just chips. They were fucking delicious chips. And do you feel sorry to Rhodey at all? Do you feel sorry to any of the people? Like, Rhodey,
Now I am.
you
but
want
I
to
di-
talk about sensitive artists? Like, I thought he was going to cry. Do you feel sorry at all for the weird situation that you put me in, Bobby and Critter? I'm going to go ahead and say, I don't think.
Tatiana.
Yeah, I think the answer is no. I think that's funny to you.
No, I don't.
I just fucking hired people
Right.
all fucking day go, if I had your money, I'd do this. And I go,
Yeah.
no. Like, they go, I'd hire a maid.
Yeah.
I live in filth
Right.
because I don't trust people.
Right.
I live in fucking. Critter, am I lying right now?
No, dead serious.
My house has not been vacuumed in 3 years.
Right.
I live in a house that could be in hoarders.
Yeah.
I live on top of magazines and books. There's filth and dust on everything because I don't trust people. I finally went way out of my comfort zone to hire someone, and the first fucking thing I gotta do is accuse her of stealing from me? That's like funny to him. Is that funny to you?
It's not funny.
Yeah.
This is what his haha funny joke created.
Well,
And then he's caught and he's in the principal's office and he goes, I didn't think.
I don't think what he did was right, especially in the context that you're putting it in. But I also don't think it was terribly
What's
wrong.
the. Okay, I'm going to stop screaming. What's the solution?
I think the solution is get over it. Maybe a small punishment, but not firing. That's not.
Do you get any sense that he has any remorse or is.
No, but that's Yoshi.
I don't.
I guess
okay,
I don't think
I want someone who's worked for me that's going to be a little bit more thoughtful of my shit.
I don't think he'll do it again.
But you have falsely accused me of stuff, and it's not true. And I didn't take it personal. I didn't like it, but no.
What do you want to do? You want to fire him?
I don't want to fire him. Of course, I don't want to fire him. But I mean, like, let's lay it out.
We could vote.
We start this podcast again.
Yeah.
Right? And it's the ongoing joke that Yoshi's our ongoing guest. And I get the email, oh, how long is that going to last? And you had a dinner with Saley like a few months ago or something where she's like, you know, I just had dinner with Yoshi and he was sitting there and he had like this self-fulfilled like death prophecy of like, I'm probably going to die alone. I probably won't like have any friends.
It wasn't like it was
or whatever. I don't know. I wasn't there.
You weren't there. That wasn't the conversation. It was something about.
Are you only happy if you're losing? Is that what's going on?
No, that's what you think.
I'm asking you. I'm
No.
not saying I'm thinking that. But if you keep setting up scenarios like
When you say like you have a dark cloud or bad energy, I don't believe any of that stuff. There's times some bad things go in a row, and others. I mean,
I let him borrow my Cadillac for a week and it got broken into twice.
once.
Once and then like an accident and it got rear-ended or something.
No, not in that car.
Oh, well.
I fixed it.
No, I'm just saying shit happens to you that doesn't really like what do you think should happen? Just I'll stop interrupting you. What do you think should happen?
I mean, I'm not sure, but you make it sound like it was a malicious attempt or whatever,
Yeah.
and
It was.
No, it wasn't. It
Asa,
wasn't malicious.
Asa,
It wasn't malicious. I can tell it
He
wasn't
just said
malicious.
the part that was funny to him is like I mocked him. Haha, you can have one of these. And he sat there and he ate four fucking bags. They weren't the same
wasn't-
chip.
I don't think
they
it
were
was
each bag was
malicious.
different. He was eating the chips. They were delicious, right?
yes,
And after you finish one bag, right? The creamy potato potage.
it wasn't like that.
That sounds delicious.
You
That sounds so
put it
Japanese.
down and you don't go. I just ate one of Dave's chips. Oh, spicy garlic chicken or
It
whatever.
wasn't like that.
What was it like then?
I have one, then maybe next. It took me like a day and a half. Like I worked late. It wasn't like I one bag after another.
I see him
late
in the
night.
corner, like Schmeagol or the
Lord of the Rings
just
guy?
eating
Yeah.
all of them. All right, whatever. Who cares about the time? In a day and a half, you ate 4 bags of chips.
Yeah, 3, I think, but okay.
Well, whatever. 3,
Okay.
4. You ate half of my chip stack.
I think you guys should just agree that it won't happen again, and Yoshi should agree that he won't touch the things on your desk now that he knows, and that's
It's
it.
just like with backstories, of course. I'm a human.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that. I thought it was like
Okay, so like I just said, now
But having
because I
the-
just talked about it for an hour. Now
Yeah.
that you know,
Yeah.
what do you think should happen?
if
Now
if,
you know everything. That's
right,
everything.
right? If
When you walk out of here and you see Tatiana, you're gonna know I had a fucked up conversation with her because
okay,
of this.
I like I said, I don't like that, and that wasn't the intention, and I didn't know that was going to happen. If that's what you're going to factor in, then I think if you feel strongly, then yeah, fire. But I have to say, when you say
it's not.
No, but-
Let him answer. Let him answer for himself.
But when you say these things like, and I don't know what to do because, am I responsible for things that you say and things that you can't remember? Like you telling me not clean up the top. Believe me, I'd rather not clean the table because it takes a lot of fucking
I
time
don't
to
give
clean.
a shit that you clean the table. I just said like
No, but you
I
say
said-
these things like, don't do this. Don't. I told you. Well, no, you didn't tell them. Just like the time when I showed up middle of the night and clean, and like you said,
All right, you know-
then and I tell you to not to show up middle of the night. No, she always tell me she pay half the rent, and she said I could show up anytime. And then you tell me different rules. I have to like all this. I never got a handbook. You just tell me things after the fact when I was never told of anything, and I didn't think it was such a big deal. Until I received the text and I would talk to my roommate. It's not their fault, but they thought it would be funny.
once again, you're making excuses again. What?
Okay.
You're like this and this and this. The who gives a shit what your roommate said? Who gives a shit about any of
All
the
right,
shit?
all right.
Be like a judge. What happened right now?
Right.
You lied to me about eating the chips and you ate something that wasn't yours.
Right.
Everything you said right now, I'm gonna go ahead and say wrong answer.
Okay.
You're
I
sitting
think
there
he
making.
just wants you to say sorry.
I mean, are you that fucking dumb that you can't just say I'm sorry?
I am sorry.
Why can't you fucking say it then?
Because you always talk most on this radio show and you don't let people talk.
How fucking hard was that? Are you sorry?
Of course. Especially
How
when-
come it took you so long to say it?
Because I don't talk a lot on the radio either. Because you talk the most.
This is like the fight me and Tony have every single day.
All right. On a lighter note.
No, fuck you,
No.
Bobby. Shut the fuck up. What? Like, does that sound like he's sorry? And then as soon as he says it, another excuse. Because you don't let me talk. Because you talk. I don't like talk on the radio. Except you have Yoshi didn't and every other podcast you go on. So obviously you do like to talk. Everything right now, your apology is framed front and back with excuses. Oh, because Joey said, go fuck with Dave. Everything you say, you don't remember. Forget everything.
All
The
right.
fucking bottom line is,
Yeah.
I pay you to do a service,
Yeah.
and you fucking lied to me, and you ate something that doesn't belong to you.
Okay.
But that's the bottom line coming from your objective.
So any excuse.
From his side, it's like he saw chips, he ate them. That's it.
Which he just admitted, saying he knows that they were a gift from a friend from
but
another
still,
country.
At the end of the day, they're chips. It's not like
You were so-
it's
Well,
not
now-
like he gave you a
well-
watch and then
well, now
he
you
decided to wear it.
Well, now that you heard my backstory, you know that they were-
Absolutely. Now that with your backstory, I
Now you know
totally
that-
understand all your sensitive artist rantings. I completely understand.
You remember?
But at the same time, it doesn't make what Yoshi did malicious. It doesn't make him untrustworthy.
Yeah, but once you once you heard the backstory, wouldn't you be like, oh fuck, shit, I'm sorry? He's just sitting here like a fucking mute. You can't fucking.
well, because you're attacking him. It's hard to apologize when like you're being attacked.
I just said, what would you do? And he's just making excuses.
Because he wants to tell his side too. Because right now he sounds like an asshole until you hear that. You know what I mean?
It sounds like from my, and you tell me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like you heard Rhodey bring me chips from Japan, and I fucked with you by saying, haha, you could have one of them.
Yeah.
Or you can't have any. And then that you fucking know that those chips were from a friend as a gift, and
Right.
you went ahead and ate half of them.
Yeah.
You know those are my chips.
Right.
I'm so sorry. This is so
Yes.
ridiculous.
You were
What
so,
do you have to be?
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a test right now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make any excuses right now, like Dave's your memory or Joey told me to do it.
Yeah.
Don't make any excuses. What do you have to say about just doing that?
When I did, I really didn't think it was a big deal. I really didn't.
But now that you heard me talk
Yeah.
for an hour, now talk.
Yeah,
about that.
I feel bad. I didn't know about all this backstories. I didn't. When I grabbed those chips, it's so funny. When I grabbed those chips, I didn't think it was going to ruin somebody's weekend.
It ruined my week. My week.
Okay.
Rhodey came back last week. This
Right.
has been fucking bugging me for an entire week.
Okay.
I'm very fucking sensitive. When shit like this happens, I can't
Right.
function.
But he didn't
I'm
do
sitting
it with
around
it.
in my house
Yeah.
saying I should fire fucking everyone.
Okay.
Critter, how many times did I threaten to fire? He's like, Critter's not an artist, but he's even more sensitive than me. He's like, I don't.
Yeah, right.
He's like, I don't like being around this accusatory like environment of like
Yeah.
blaming and finger pointing. He's like, I'm just gonna quit. You created this,
Right.
I didn't sleep last
But he-
night.
and if
didn't
that
do
was
it
your
on
intention, you're a
purpose.
fucking mastermind. But if
It wasn't that. That was my intention.
basically,
Mm-hmm.
I'll not interrupt you and let you talk for the next however long you want to talk.
Yeah.
And at the end of whatever you're gonna say,
Yeah.
we'll determine whether I fire you or not. How about that?
Interesting.
So just think about how you like when you talked about when you dated that girlfriend
Mm-hmm.
and you couldn't tell her, like when we heard him and Asa was like, that's the wrong answer.
Mm-hmm.
Just think like that. There is a fucking right answer and a wrong answer right now. So I'll just let you talk. And look, I already just said I just want an apology. It doesn't really feel that sorry when it's framed in excuses. But
An
you know,
excuse sandwich.
you know you fucking put it in an excuse sandwich. You fucking know the whole thing now. You fucking ruined my week, and my time is very valuable to me. I like fucking around and doing stupid shit, but
Yeah.
on my own, like what I choose to do.
Yeah.
You know, like Asa likes getting fake raped on camera. She doesn't want to get really raped.
Right.
You know, like. All right, the floor is yours, Yoshi. I won't bother you.
Did I maliciously do it? No. And when you were casually talking about it, I didn't think it was a big deal. I really didn't know this accusation, and you were making everyone's life miserable because of it. But I am sorry. I didn't. But you you have accused me of stuff, and like, you know, I don't know what to say. You accused me, and it bothered me, but that's who you are, and I did not put the bag. And it just when I throw, believe me, if I thought you were going to do research and stuff like that, I would have just taken it with me. I just dump. If you find the bottom, okay, just random. I wasn't not doing some secret hidden way so you won't figure out who did it. I didn't think it was a big deal. So span of like how many hours I've been working here and like a day and a half, I just keep eating them, and that's what I did. But I didn't know it's going to hurt you and like trust issues and things like that, because I don't touch your money. I drink and other food stuff from here before too. But I'm sorry. I mean, believe me, if it hurt you that much, then it's better that I don't do the show and do the janitorial work. But that wasn't my intent. And I'm not blaming my roommates, but when I told them, I panicked. But
All right, let me just take a pause.
Let
me just pause for a second when I started this off. So basically, as far as the excuse sandwich goes, the first bread part of the excuse sandwich is in. The apology is in. It's very exciting to know how the rest of this thing's gonna end. If the last piece of bread is gonna come on or not.
It's a triple decker.
I just wanted to make the thing that I
Right.
just said. I don't want this in an excuse sandwich, and you started. So let's and continue with.
But it wasn't like malicious at all.
And that's the word. Like, I've been to jail.
Yeah.
You've been to jail.
Yeah.
When you make statements like "I'm sorry,"
But
it ends right there. When you say "but," it completely fucking
Devalues the
what
apology.
everything you just said before
Okay.
that. You say something and then you shut your fucking mouth. You say something and then you stop. When I'm in front of a judge and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Judge, I'm sorry I punched the cop, but he deserved it. But I didn't know." Like, then I'm making excuses for myself. You said, what do you do in Japan? You've been in Japan.
Yeah.
You fucking bow your head in shame.
Yeah.
I walked into the Japanese police station. Everyone's bowing their head in shame because they're so fucking sorry.
Yeah.
What am I doing? I'm punching everyone. I'm screaming,
Yeah.
"Fuck you, fuck, everybody." Like, it doesn't say anything. It doesn't promote sorry, even though the words sorry are coming out of my mouth. Everything you're saying right now is like, "I'm sorry, but." So you were saying but?
But I wasn't. I can't say it in the way you want to say it, Dave. It wasn't malicious.
What the fuck did I just? Do I give a shit if it was malicious? Do I give a shit if it was not malicious? I'm asking you. Also, I can't. You got to talk to this guy. I'm not.
no, it's funny because I'm usually on your end. I'm always making the argument. If you're
What's-
gonna apologize, don't say but. I think what Dave wants. I think Dave just wants to hear you say sorry, and that's it.
Who's the girl right now?
You're the girl,
I'm the
Dave.
girl right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
because
with-
you're me.
So in the relationship with your husband, what's the fight? What's the number one fight you guys have? Anything?
So many things. Yeah, whatever. But it's usually him saying sorry. And then giving me the reasons why, and but seeing it like this objectively, I totally.
You bring it
I
up.
see Yoshi's side.
You bring it up to him. You're like, you did something to
Yeah.
fuck with me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Like what?
Okay, for example, the last fight we had was yesterday, and it
Okay.
was because he told me he jerked off before I got home while I was on set.
Okay.
And I was like, "Ooh, did you think about me?" And it's like, I know he didn't, but just tell me you did,
Right.
right? And he goes, "No, I was webcamming." And I jerked off while some girl showed me her ass. And so I'm like, "Oh, how could you say this to me?" Blah blah blah. I'm crying. And then
Really?
I'm like, just apologize that you hurt my feelings, you
Right.
know? And he's like, and of course he has his reasonings. Of course he doesn't think about me when he jerks off. He has to fuck
Can
me
I
every
play
day.
Yoshi as your husband right now?
Yeah.
Her ass looked delicious like an apple. I want to toss her salad. Also, I love you, but I couldn't resist. I had to.
Yeah, but don't tell me about it. Just feel bad that you hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry, but I just.
No,
couldn't.
no but. Just be sorry that you hurt my feelings, and that's it.
You're my wife. I love you. I don't want to do anything to hurt you. But her ass was so it was so beautiful, and you weren't gonna be home, and I don't know who you fucked that day, and I just need to jerk off, and I didn't want to think about it, so I had to think of someone else, and I watched
Which I understand, but you hurt my feelings.
I'm so sorry, but I had to.
All that should matter to you right now is that you hurt my feelings.
Did this do anything to demonstrate our situation right now?
I don't understand. Doesn't that go both way though? When you falsely accuse me of something with the toilet and you said on podcast,
Didn't I apologize to you?
No, you didn't.
I didn't?
No. And
How did that end? I mean, I'd go back and have to listen to it, but I think that we just ended that one with we need to agree to disagree or something like that. Like,
yeah, and
that's one where I didn't have the camera set up.
James accused me, and also Harry. They all point a finger at me.
That's why I had to spend thousands of dollars to set up the cameras, Yoshi, because when something happens, and here we go again with the dark cloud, and you just happen to be the only guy there, we don't want to accuse you, but it couldn't have been anyone else. That's why it's like, oh,
but I
who was
wasn't
here?
And then none of you guys didn't care that you guys accused me, and I just didn't like it, but I just moved on. You falsely accused.
I think at the end of the day, you're both right. Just because it was wrong of him to take the chips, but at the same time, he didn't mean any harm. End of story. Like, what's the big deal?
When you get in your fight with your husband, and he brings you to a point where you're sensitive and you're upset.
Yeah, no, there's definitely no going just get over it.
There's an acceptable answer that you're looking for.
Right.
That is the right answer.
Yeah, it's pretty much just like.
And there is a wrong answer.
Apologize.
Right.
Yeah.
Without the but.
Without the but.
So there's definitely, if I'm the girl right now, there's definitely something that I need to hear out of Yoshi's mouth that he's not giving to me.
Right.
So
And I want to hear
has to
something
come
out of
with
your
a
mouth,
little-
Dave.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I'll start, okay? To the people in this room and everyone out there who's listening, I want to apologize to Bobby, Critter, Tatiana, Matt, Alex, anyone who I fucking got caught up in Yoshi's bullshit and I put you in an uncomfortable situation to accuse you. I'm not making excuses for Yoshi. I apologize to ever question your trust. I trust you guys. I should have. That was uncomfortable for everyone. I apologize for that.
Thank you.
That was a beautiful apology, Dave.
It was the most uncomfortable I've been in a long time. Look at this fucking guy. He's a cherub. He's a fat Japanese cherub. What was that like, Bobby?
You're being horrible, Dave.
I am?
Yeah.
Speak your mind. What do you say?
You're like Uday, man.
I don't even know what that means.
Uday Hussein?
Yeah, what the fuck?
You're on a first name basis?
It's not a big deal. He said he's sorry. You're just screaming at everyone. Give him a break.
Bobby, he's saying sorry and then saying but and making all kinds of excuses.
What's wrong with that?
Wow, Bobby, that's beautiful.
All right. I first of all, I don't want to.
You can't argue
I don't.
that.
I don't want to hear from Bobby because Bobby's a man who's, he starts dating his girlfriend, right? And Bobby's like one of my best friends. I care about him. I ask him every fucking day, "What do you talk about with Carol?" He's like, "We talk about stuff." And I ask him a million questions. Does Carol does this? What does Carol do? What do you guys do when this happens? He doesn't know the answer to anything, because he never talks. And you fucking even said if Carol cheated on you, you forgive her the next day. So
yeah, what's that got to do with anything?
I'm saying I don't want your fucking opinion on this.
All right.
That's a weirdo. When
Okay.
someone cheats on you,
Well, Bobby is Japanese and passive, and
there's
you
nothing.
are Korean.
He said there's
and
nothing.
crazy.
He said there's nothing that Carol could do to him where he couldn't forgive. Nothing.
That's like true love, I think.
Are you telling me right now we just discovered Bobby has the key to true love?
I think so. I mean, out of the two of you, like Bobby's calm.
All right, so
If one of you guys has the secret to happiness, I think it's Bobby.
all right, so to cut this short, or to like quit harping on this thing and get on to more important things like corn in your asshole, the thing that I would love to hear, because of the fucking week that I wasted on this and the mental and emotional energy that I wasted on this shit for your entertainment, for your laugh, is to hear from Yoshi. I'm sorry I lied and stole from you, and it won't happen again. That's what I would love to hear. You can determine whether that comes out of your mouth or not.
I am very, very sorry. Especially because I heard the backstory. Of course, it's just going to sound. I really didn't do it maliciously, and but especially because I have the backstory. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings.
There's something in you that you can't say that, right? You can't say to like, if this situation was reversed right now, and you're like, Dave, and you told me for an hour what a certain candy on your dashboard meant.
Yeah.
I'll be, I don't give. Oh, I didn't know. I saw a fucking Snicker bar. I didn't fucking care.
Yeah.
I just ate it.
Yeah.
And then you told me, I'd be like, Yoshi, I'm sorry I lied to you about eating your candy bar, and I'm sorry that I ate something that didn't belong to me.
Okay.
That's what I'd say. Obviously, there's something in your head that you can't say that. You lied and you stole from me. Just say it and say you're sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I ate your food and stole it.
And lied to me about it.
Yeah.
But why can't you just say it on your own? Why do I have to feed these words into your mouth?
Because,
Like when you say it like that, I don't really get the feeling that you're sorry.
but you I don't know when you do
Yoshi,
stuff.
you know
yeah.
I love you, right?
Yeah.
You know that like
But why is it that when you
You know when I
why is
hide-
it that when you do stuff to me and it just seems like I don't make this big federal case?
because I don't work for you.
Okay.
I don't work for you. When you work for me, it changes the dynamic of things, which is why I don't want fucking my friends working for me anymore.
Okay.
I fired everyone. I fired Harry.
I didn't know the working part.
You don't think working for someone like when you do like
But Yoshi
What-
apologized.
any-
Why are we still fighting? Yoshi apologized.
Because-
He gave you the exact
what
apology.
do you mean why? Because you say it comes with a butt.
No, he didn't give you a butt this time. He apologized. I feel like you are so me, Dave. Like
Me?
I feel like I'm watching myself because this is what always happens to me too. I get the apology that I want and then I'm not ready to stop fighting.
I'm ready to stop if I hear the words that I need.
He said it. He said exactly
I
what
just
you
fed
wanted
the
him
words
to
into his
say.
mouth, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I stole it."
And he said it.
all right, but look, let's just. I mean,
Okay.
if it needs to be said, if you're like, I don't understand why. Like, you tell me if I'm wrong, okay? The second a paycheck or money, anything lands into your hand from another person,
Yeah.
the dynamic changes, right? Me and Harry are homies our whole lives, right?
Right.
I've known Harry my whole life.
Right.
He went on the payroll for me for a little bit in the
Right.
last 2 years.
Right.
He's still my friend,
Yeah.
but now he's under me. Not like he's under me, like he's my.
Right.
But he works for me now.
Yeah.
So it's not like it changes. So when Harry goes to me, how come I got to do this shit and you don't have to? It's because I don't fucking have to. I pay your bills.
Right.
So when you say, why don't you do this? The dynamic has changed. If you want to change the dynamic and not take a paycheck for me, then we're equals on that term.
Right.
On friendship terms, we're always equals. But I'm saying boss employee relationship,
Yeah.
you're not equals. Is that wrong to say that? Does that make any sense?
No,
Or-
that totally makes sense. But I feel like that's really not the issue here.
Well, he just said why don't this and why don't that? It's like there's shit that like Yoshi has to answer for that I don't have to, like, you know?
I don't know.
Like,
I feel like Yoshi apologized and we should move on to Bobby Trivia.
Bobby, you got some shit for us?
No, but Dave, no, sorry, I didn't mean it like that. What do you, I can't say things that I don't really mean. You know that.
No, I know.
And it was, like I said, okay, when people do something.
I was like, I didn't even need to question you because I got the text. That's how much I trust you.
Yeah.
I got the text going,
I was being facetious and being joking.
I guess that's
Yeah.
where text where you don't hear the voice, whatever. But you saw I asked him twice, right? I said,
I saw you asked him twice, but he did do the winky face thing after the
I
Yoshi
thought
did.
because
So that to me that proves that the Yoshi didn't thing.
But I didn't think
wasn't
I didn't
a
think
no.
I didn't
this is a
It
great,
was like a joke.
great fucking plug for Yoshi didn't.